Good day everyone, this is Alvin again from the Philippines and welcome to my final prediction for Miss Global 2025. Welcome. So I'm not really sure about the format of Miss Global, so I decided to just make it top 20, top 10, and then top 5 because I haven't really followed Miss Global before. This is the first time that I am following Miss Global and I am truly impressed, and I am so glad I did. I have no regrets because the production, especially during the preliminaries, were amazing, the activities were incredible, and there's a lot of amazing candidates this year. So I know Miss Global isn't really as big as other pageants, but I am so proud of the batch of candidates this year. It is not easy to pick a top 5 because there's a lot of strong candidates. So I am really excited to share and talk to you about my top 20, and tomorrow is the finals as well. So let's see if I'm going to get it right, but let's see. Here are my top 20 final prediction favorites, and this is based on the performance of the preliminaries. I haven't seen the interviews, so I haven't seen any interviews of any candidate, so this is purely based on what I've seen in the preliminaries, and this is also for my first time, so I don't know how Miss Global is selecting the winner, so I'm really excited to watch the pageant tomorrow and the succeeding years as well. So now let's not make it any longer. Here's my top 20 final prediction. Starting with my number 20, China, Lizzie Chi. I have to include China because she is my sentimental favorite, my porcelain doll. I really love her energy when she's on stage. She's flirtatious, she's confident, and her performance is solid. Number 19 goes to Cambodia, 𝐊𝐇𝐄. Although I wasn't really a huge fan of the evening gown preliminaries that she gave, I do commend her swimsuit performance because she's going all out on the runway. I love her dramatic expressions and gestures, and she's so good at it in both rounds. And because of that, it's giving impact to her entire performance. I really wish she'll give us more because it's giving life to the show. Number 18 goes to Liberia, Kindness Wilson. She's got great energy and walk during the swimsuit, but she needs to really change her facial expressions because I was only seeing one face, and I would love to see variety on their facial expressions when they are on the runway. And for the evening gown, great choice of color as she made herself noticed and memorable. I love the evening gown performance that she gave and the evening gown choice as well. Number 17 goes to Ghana, Adelaide Samoa-Tuam. I just love her personality, energy, and enthusiasm every time she's on stage. Her shining moment was her evening gown choice and performance. That was memorable, and it would be impossible, at least for me, not to see her make the cut, because to me, that gown and that performance, iconic. I remembered it on my head even after the event. That was so good. Number 16 goes to Mexico, Sol Gutierrez. Her swimsuit preliminaries was a much better and stronger performance than the evening gown. So overall, I think her performances were decent and solid. And considering everything that I've seen from Mexico, I would say that she is worthy of being called in the top 20. Number 15 goes to Jamaica, Carrie Ann Greenwood. She gave an excellent swimsuit performance and executions. I love her body because it was so good. The turn was perfectly executed. I think her swimsuit was her strongest point during the preliminaries. I would love to see her change her evening gown if ever she'll make it in the evening gown round of the finals, because I wanted to see something that would showcase her strong walk and stunning figure because she's so good on the runway. She just needed a different gown. Number 14, Malaysia, 𝐓𝐇𝐄, Malaysia got one of the most beautiful faces in this batch. Her evening gown prelims was her strongest point. And as for the swimsuit, the turn was a little bit wobbly, and I wish she could be able to polish everything in the finals. The walk was good. She just needs to polish the turns. And considering all this, with her styling, with the performances that she gave, and everything that I've seen in the past, I would actually say that Malaysia is good in the top 20 with a possibility of going far to either top 10 or even top 5 maybe. Number 13, Colombia. Maria Naranjo. Colombia got a wow body during the swimsuit round, and definitely one of the best bodies that I've seen in this batch. And her walk was decent, but as for the evening gown, I find her performance a little bit stiff. The gown choice was great. I love her gown, but I would love to see a little bit more fluidity when it comes to her executions. Number 12, Switzerland. Jordana Laichi. Personally, I am seriously hoping for Switzerland to go higher, much higher than top 10 or even higher than the rank that I'm giving her right now. She was an impeccable surprise. Her evening gown and swimsuit performances were all serving Victoria's Secret vibes. I love her model-esque appeal. I love her model-esque features and angelic, ethereal vibe at the same time. Her walk was really good, which really surprised me by a lot, and her styling was on point. I also love the consistency that she's got in her walk and her posture. Wow. Number 11, Dominican Republic. Mariel Marlene Garcia. I couldn't even believe that I'm only placing her at 11th because Dominican Republic gave one of the strongest performances in both rounds of the preliminaries. Her styling has improved by a lot and her walk, amazing. And let me just say that considering both rounds of the preliminary swimsuit and the evening gown, her performances were top-notch. She could seriously become a spoiler in the top 10 or even top 5. And if that will happen, I will not be surprised at all. Because as what I have said, both her performances, incredible. Now let's go to my top 10. Starting with my number 10, Indonesia. Baby Kristami. Indonesia, also one of the most stunning faces of this batch, and what I appreciate about her is that she knows how to work with her facial expressions. Her walk was quite solid in both rounds as well, but she needs to level up her presentation a little bit more because again, there are much stronger candidates. She's good, but she needs to level it up even more. If she do so, I can see her doing and placing higher than this rank that I have given her. Even a top 5, that is a strong possibility. Number 9 goes to India. Swizzle Furtado. I can really see India placing higher, but I felt like I was expecting a little bit more from the preliminary performances that she gave. I adore her during the evening gown, but for the swimsuit, she was confident and she gave a strong walk, but she needs to make sure her turns are well executed because she might have a tendency to lose balance. So if she level up and polish her performances in the finals, which I'm really hoping she will, I can see India causing more damage if she makes it in the top 5. Number 8 goes to Ecuador. Juliana Robles. I actually believe that Ecuador got a super beautiful face. She actually got the face that I personally would easily crown as a winner. I mean, her swimsuit performance was very strong, but her evening gown was a little bit okay-ish to me. If only she could find a much better evening gown. Trust me, give her a winning gown, and if she makes the top 5 and give a stunning answer in the top 5, she could easily win this competition. She's got an incredible face of a winner. I love her actually. She just needs to give us more of that winning performance in the finals to solidify everything. And if that would happen in the finals, I wouldn't mind seeing Ecuador win. Number 7 goes to Belarus. Daria Hancharevich. Belarus is my major sentimental favorite because not only that she's serving the face card, both her performances were extremely good. For the swimsuit, she gave a super strong walk and a great stage presence as well. And as for the evening gown, wow, she's definitely worthy of being called in the top 5. Also in my top 5 wish list, personal wish list as well. And that would be a possibility that can actually make and turn into a reality, especially with her caliber. So if only the judges would look beyond the sashes and more into the performance, watch out for Belarus. She could be a potential surprise. Number 6 goes to the Philippines. Zina Ramos. Philippines is a force to reckon with. Her swimsuit and evening gown performances were high caliber. Her evening gown was strong already, and her swimsuit out of this world. I love the double slow-mo turns. She's got a gorgeous face, and she's also one of the ladies that I am expecting to potentially make the top 5, because considering both of her performances at the preliminaries, both were solid, strong. Now let's go to my final 5 final predictions, starting with my 4th runner-up goes to Thailand. Bella Pawita. She's got a beautiful face, great walk, but needs to polish the footwork, especially during the turns at the swimsuit round. I love the evening gown choice because I felt like with the gown choice that she's got, she could easily make it in the top 5. And what's good about Thailand is that she shined during the preliminaries, and I have a feeling that she would shine even more in the finals. My 3rd runner-up goes to Venezuela. Andrea Del Val. It is safe to conclude that Venezuela is Venezuela. Regardless of which pageant they compete in, Andrea was such an incredible candidate during the preliminaries. I have seen some comments before underestimating her, but I could easily say that she proved everyone wrong during the preliminaries. She gave one of the strongest performances. I would easily say that both her performances are of high caliber. So I can easily conclude that after the preliminaries, Venezuela should be sealed in the top 5. My 2nd runner-up goes to the United States. Lindsay Lauren Becker. I am just wowed by the United States. She has given us a solid, clean performance that I would expect top 10 worthy performance. But my goodness, her evening gown preliminaries was much better. She wowed me so much that made me think that if she will be wearing the same gown, giving the same vibes at the evening gown finals, she could easily sail in the top 5, and there will be no doubt about that. USA is someone that I am looking forward to do well as well, and I have a feeling that she could be one of the, potential winners this year too. She's good. She's stunning. My 1st runner-up goes to Vietnam. Nu Van Nguyen Dinh. Vietnam performed like a winner in the preliminaries. Her swimsuit performance was perfectly executed, and her walk was super incredible. However, I would say she gave us a show during the evening gown round. For someone like Vietnam, who seems very professional in the runway, she's a pro, to be honest, especially with the technicalities, execution, gestures, and facial expressions. I think she is way above everybody else in this competition. I think performance-wise, she is one of the major threats this year. But my bet to win Miss Global 2025 and my predicted winner goes to Miss Global 2025, Puerto Rico. Edris Rivera Brios. Yes, you were right. I am definitely rooting for a back-to-back win for Puerto Rico. This woman gave us a winning and flawless performances both rounds. I mean, so good. Her swimsuit performance was one of the best performances in all aspects. It was bordering perfection. Same as the evening gown, not only that her styling and walk were top notch, her gown choice was also one of the best gowns of the night. And I could really see it as a winning gown. So I felt like for Puerto Rico to compete this year with so much pressure of taking home the back-to-back or not, I felt like everything was well calculated, everything was well performed to make sure that they will be defending the crown strongly. So if ever she'll win, I think it will be a worthy win for Puerto Rico, and it would be a worthy back-to-back for Puerto Rico. I haven't followed Miss Global before, but I have seen that they were able to give back-to-back victories before. So with this one, that made me think that a back-to-back is possible. So that's why I have Puerto Rico as my bet for Miss Global 2025. So that's it. This is my final prediction for Miss Global 2024. And I would love to read your thoughts. What do you think about my list? Whether you agree with my list or not. So don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.